How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sword of the Evening. We're back on our CK3 AGOT House Celtigar playthrough with Lord Paramount Arthur the Worthy House Celtigar. It's been a while since we played on the Celtigar playthrough. I don't exactly remember everything that happened other than submitting or fully getting control of the Paramountcy of the Claw, aka the Crown lands, and continuing our goals of getting Valyria. I think the last thing we did was hand out some more lands to some Celtigars and get some more control. If we take a look here at our houses, there's only the two main ones. Well, not the two main ones. We have the main branch and then the green crab offshoot. There's Aegon, the leecher of the green crab Celtigar line. So we're gonna unpause here. Looks like we get some cash. Our daughter wants to be allied to us, which we'll go ahead and do. We have 1,500 gold, bonding with Celtigars, the dragon that we've had for only 8 years here since we hatched the dragon. It is a female dragon, destined, bloodthirsty, defiant. Not gonna worry about doing any of the diet stuff here. Ardrin, Celtigar, and his spouse Alyssa have had Quentin. Go ahead and give him somebody to educate him. Lively livestock. We're gonna try and get it bigger, which is successful. King Magon the Shy. He is coming to visit Claw Isle, so we'll go ahead and wait for that. Go ahead and get calm. Oh, I just accidentally sent my kid to the Citadel, but that's okay. We're gonna come here to our Valyrian claims. This is our vassal. So he did manage to create the settlement here. He's probably gonna need some help with cash, so we'll go ahead and do that for him. Balotoria needs 3 development, so we need to do the best for development here, which will be construction guilds. So we need 3,400 to clear out the scorched mines. You'll get plus 40% holding tax, which is absolutely crazy. So that's a really good build. We're gonna keep working on that. Seferia is now an actual holding held by our daughter. So we need to give her the title of Tyria, I think, which we have. So I think we'll actually do that. We will grant her Tyria. And we should be able to come over here and restore the ruins of Yormentir. Send a vassal to do it. Somebody who doesn't have any lands. We'll just have her do it. Oh. Right, sorry about that. I got a phone call. I kind of forgot where we were at here. So we're given Orain Celtigar here Tyconumio, this area to reclaim, to restore the ruins, and she has the whole High Lordship of Tyria. House Redshore along the Claw, we are watchful. We raised this guy up. He does have a son, which is good. Rogar Redshore. We'll go ahead and see if we can find him a spouse. Rufus. We'll just do that just so the House Redshore doesn't go extinct, hopefully. And then up here we also have this cool House Jaharion, Mantarys Jaharion, who at the beginning of the series we raised up. It was a guy we found here in the ruins, and he has Lazares and Oros. So we're going to continue doing these, restore the ruins until we eventually get to the Empire of Valyria claim. I think it would be really fun. We now have Valyria itself, and we are probably going to want to use a lot of cash to rebuild. So we're going to spend 1,200 here to get rid of the worms. And don't have much cash remaining. A gentle giant. So this is Castax, who an owned dragon bonded with Magor, our grandson. What does he have here? Accepting, convenient, defiant. We can also give him supporting, which we'll go ahead and do. Seems a lot of our members are dying. Charmed a vassal, which is good. Both of those guys died of old age, so we need a new chancellor and a spy master. So we'll throw Royce Massey here as our chancellor. He'll focus on domestic affairs and... oh, wrong one. Gondo Bazine, our knight. A Pentoshi. Lysini, not Pentoshi. Whoops. Or should we throw Lord Darkland here? We'll go ahead and do that. That's right, the Darklands aren't all dead, because we started this playthrough before the Defiance of Duskendale. So we'll put our vassal there as our spy master. And there's a ton of decisions here. King Magon, who has some Lysini looking traits here. Because of who? House Rogar, probably. Right, so King Magon has arrived. Welcome, my king. Welcome. Child of our dynasty, Ardrin. That Damon, we'll keep that name. I like that. Go ahead and educate him, somebody. And we are here because the king has visited Claw Isle. Watching my king wander the grounds of the province of Crab's return, an idea for a tricky Jap crosses my mind. As I possessed by the spirit of the stranger himself, I envision a stage assassin attempt to entertain my guest. King Magon will be set up to be the hero of the story, following the attempt of the party and sending the assassin running. A fine parody of the enemies of the Seven Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. King Magon is sure to be flattered. He is shy, so I don't think we're gonna do that. He's also married to Alice Massey. Well, we're not gonna do that because he's shy. I don't think he's gonna enjoy that. I believe I've been extremely gregarious host to the visiting liege, King Magon. Visit to the castle in particular has been doing great until I make a wrong turn and drop my eager lord right in front of the only door I was trying to keep him away from, the secret room where we keep the family treasures. While the rear treasures are in the Claw Vault, Crab Vault. My lord, let's go this way. So he's 15 and 6. We're 21 and 4, so we might beat him, but not really. Oh. Let's see if we can, haha, we keep the hidden assets safe. We didn't get the jewel of black wire, or black Water Bay. Holy shit, I'm having a stroke here. We didn't get the Jewel of the Blackwater without hiding some of our wealth. So here's a member of the Kingsguard, Roland Dinsmore. It's a pretty good house there. Or, fuck. Dude, I'm on the struggle bus. What the hell? House Sigil. There we go. I'm sorry. Grand Tour Spilling Beans. Learn a secret. Sure, we'll see what happens there. So we learn a secret about him. And we'll go ahead and pay 225 to the king, unfortunately. So we lost some money there. Grandson is knighted. That's Maegor. Good for him. We love to see it. Princess Sarah Targaryen hatched a dragon. The Loyalist faction, the Lannisters are doing. That's all right. So nothing eventful has happened here. Well, actually, what is going on down here? Defending Lord Garrus of Old Town in the War of Lord Garrus's claim for the Lord Paramountcy. So the High Towers are trying to become Lord Paramounts. Try and rebuild the colony for 115 gold. Offer knight tutelage. We'll send it. And it seems the war just ended. Oh, nope. They're winning the war. So it looks like the High Towers are going to become the Lord Paramouncies of the Reach, it looks like. Tybert. Lyanna Celtigar, she's got some great inheritable traits there. I don't want to put a lot of financial strain on the colonies there. So Corley's Celtigar is scheming against our benefactory. We're not going to accuse him, but stop doing that. We have some low county control in Valyria. Daemon Celtigar died of internal injuries. Luckily, he does have an heir. It's always good to see. And we're back at 700 gold here. We'll come to Valyria and we'll see what we can build up. We're still restoring those. Somebody died. We need a new spy master. Put her there. Trollo has been fulfilled. We need a new caravan master as well. Successor to the Shell Knight. We're going to go ahead and grab... We want the holding cost buff, so we're going to grab It's Our Domain. We're not going to extort anybody unless we get a reason to do so. Bandit Country in Mahisa Fahir. So we'll come on over here. And we will get rid of those bandits. Going to need to construct a little bit more development growth here. So this is a full settlement now. Spend some cash on the trade port. Construction guilds. So we can construct a duchy building now. And I think it makes sense for us to do a lighthouse. Or maybe vineyards, actually. Well, no, we want the development growth. Yeah, we'll do the lighthouse for 557. And we'll get rid of the bandits there as well. And we're back to having no cash. So doing this the colonial system here, the colonies and the settlements, we're burning through a lot of cash here. Luckily, we're making 50 gold a month. I didn't want to give her gluttonous. I should have read that. We can create some titles when we get some cash, which is always good. Shiera Celtigar, who's 40. Her husband died. Bargain. Can we get an alliance here? Let's do that. And then Samela, our granddaughter. House Caring of Night Song. The White Hills. Karstark. Hightower Offshoot Branch. House Volkmart. I think we're gonna do the Karstark. Timothy Karstark. Timothy. Go ahead and do that. Throw some accolades here. The Knight of the Sand, will appoint somebody to it. It'll be Daeron, our player heir. And unfortunately, it seems we're just going to be doing some investment for this episode. It might be a little bit slow, which I apologize about, because nothing eventful is coming. Also, wait a minute. I just remembered at the end of the last episode, we took over Valyria. I totally forgot about that. We need to get the control up. We're going to create the de jure kingdom. And then, are we also able to make the empire title? No. I'm going to need a little bit more there. I totally forgot about this. We also have this settlement here. We don't have any cash to build up yet. The Great Port of Valyria has been built. Anger in the Barracks, Rufus our Knight, and Daeron our player heir. Daeron understands, so we get the trigger there. So Valyria, we built the Great Port, which we can upgrade it, and we'll get a ton of ton of holding taxes. 1680. So maybe we're gonna station the archers here. Maybe we'll continue getting some lands here, like Tolos. Could declare war on them. You could draconically conquer it. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get all of Mantarys and Tolos there. Expand our Valyrian holdings for House Celtigar. So I'm gonna quickly come here to Valyria. Throw down a new rally point here at the Valyrian port. And we will go to war with this elderly lady. We're gonna conquer the kingdom there of Mantarys. We're gonna rally all of our men here. We're gonna lead the army because we have a dragon. Daughter's training. Tristan Corley. Maegor. We'll do Maegor. He can teach you how to use a blade. We can call allies, but I'm not too worried about it. The Fiery High Valyrians. Is this our son? No, it's a Targaryen. Got only 900 men. Don't have cash for the High Lordship of Velos yet, but I will make it. But yeah, we're gonna rally our men here. So the whole Celtigar force of 20,000 men and some dragons are ready, and we are going to start the invasion here of Mantarys. Dawn in the night. I awake in the morning to be greeted with surprising news. During the night, Lady Shiera of the Claw stole into the keep at Crabs and fled with my knight Reynard. I'm okay with that. Just come back to court. You could have just asked to do that. I'm gonna be honest. You needed a husband anyways. And if you wanted to marry Reynard, you could have told me. So we're not gonna imprison her. Because I don't care. We're gonna pardon everybody that can. Especially if they're family members. And then we're gonna go back to war, because that's more important. I'm pretty sure Emma Sarwark actually tried murdering somebody in our family. But I'm not too... I don't really care about that right now. I have a war to fight. Nary's Celtigar. We'll go ahead and get her educated. Not me, somebody with some of that. Actually, there's a ton of kids we need to get educated, so we'll do that real quick. Everybody's at war. Whoops. Messed that up. And then I gotta make sure we have a tutor. Throw them on educate kids. Grab a master at arms, it'll be Aegon the Leecher. Need a new caravan master, it'll be Vagon. And that's kind of all I really care about. Court artificer. That way we can lose some stress when we need to, and we'll get back to the important stuff here of fighting a war. They only have 2,000 men rallied up here. They do have 10 Scorpio bolts, which is going to be dangerous for our dragons, but I think it'll be okay. Daenerys Targaryen is scheming against Orson. We're not going to accuse her, at least not yet. Come to the army here. Station besiegers, and we will march to meet this smaller force. Hopefully end the war here. Try and cut him off here. Yep, didn't get there in time. Got exposed. We're just going to continue the siege there. And we'll chase them down with these 4,000 men. Wherever they go. Realm at war. Okay, here we go. Lord Gerald, Goodbrother, has risen up against King Magon of the Iron Throne in a war of tyranny against Magon. I must choose to stand with Magon. We are Targaryen Loyalist. I have roleplayed that from the very beginning. And we are going to side with King Magon. Once we finish this war, we will go and fight with our king. Hopefully, there aren't many that have rebelled with him. So the Manderleys rebelled, Blackwoods rebelled, Cargyles, Flints, Tyrells. And yeah, not looking good for the rebels. They're severely outnumbered. Looks like Highgarden might get got. Especially since the Lord Paramountcy is now the High Towers. They're not in a good spot there. We're going to join up in that war after we finish this one. We are going to put Robert Redshore as our marshal. We need a new castellan, somebody who can make us some cash. And a lot of it. So Vagon, we're going to hire you. You're going to negotiate with our vassals. We can get plus 33% vassal tax, which is just insane. New dragon has entered the world. Snow. It's an unhealthy worm, unfortunately. This is Nary's Celtigar. Don't know who gave her that egg, but alright. Need to give these guys a decent commander. It'll be Robert. Spy Master of the Iron Throne, we'll take it. Master of Whispers, we might actually lose that. We're gonna take our 9,000 force and try and get there in time. We'll see if we can get there. Do we get there? We do. Should win this war out after we take their capital, perhaps. They just came and suicide charged into there. We'll work on continually sieging it out. High Lordship of Casteria forfeited. What? To who? What? I'm taking that back. Wild. We'll get it back. I'm not too worried about it. I don't know why it got forfeited. Might have been because I was over the duchy limit. Don't really care, though. We'll get that back. Some peasant wants to try and say that she has claim to it. She does not. Joshua of Faunchview, a wandering knight. Shara Celtigar, our niece. She's unmarried, unlanded. You know what, buddy? Come on in, the water's fine. Come and fight wars. Should have had it been matrilineal, though. That's okay. Soothing the palm, or soothing the pain. Passionate, arrogant. We'll do passionate there. And we need to finish this war so we can go and help the Targaryens, even though I think they have it not in the bag. They're currently losing. Some sieges and battles won. Okay, we'll get the main force. We'll get the Celtigar Dragon Riders in there very soon. Have a new Steward perk, which is great. We're going to do that one. No, Fearful Troops. Mantarys comes of age. Insightful thinker. He's a member of the Citadel. He's our son. War's taking way too long. That's okay. What was lost? I'm traveling at a loss when I spot from my carriage a young woman passing in the streets. While other lives run remarkable, there's something eerily familiar. Our bastard granddaughter. Yeah. Come and find place, the risk of bravery. I'm gonna murder him. We're gonna find you a spouse. Aegon Targaryen. And we can do matrilineal as well. Sweet. So if you guys remember a few episodes ago, there was a bastard born here hidden within the crab's den. And that was her. 18 years. Crazy. This war's almost over. One of these sieges will probably end it. We're gonna chase these guys down. They're just way faster than us, unfortunately. Grandson's knighted. We love to see that. No longer the Master of Whispers. Rainy days. Call for a physician. Great work. Thank you. That's the war. Moorland Celtigar, welcome to the family. Sure. Quickly give some people some features because I keep forgetting to do it. We're gonna end the war. And I'll worry about getting... Well, I kind of want the titles, actually. Create the High Lordship. Get Demon's Pass. We're not there yet to getting that Empire title. We're going to get the rest of our boys. And we are going to sail them to take Highgarden. We're going to go to Old Town. And then I'll be back in just one moment. Alright, so I'm quickly back. I got Casteria back. But we have to divvy up some land here. We're over our holdings here. So Laenar Celtigar, our grandson, we're gonna find him a spouse here. Hopefully somebody good with inheritables. Before we go and fight that war, I have the game paused. There is a Shara Celtigar. There is Amirius Martel. There's a Tully. There's a Waynwood. You know what? We're gonna have him marry a Shara. I don't care. We'll do that. Laenor, we are going to grant you some titles. We're gonna give you... the High Lordship. We're not gonna give you the Lord Paramountcy though. That's mine. We're gonna keep that. So there's Laenor here. We're gonna give him the High Lordship of Mantarys. We will come here to Demon Pass, which is held by these people. And they do have an heir. Is he wed? No, he's gonna marry a Celtigar. So you're gonna marry a Shara here. I hope you won't accept it. Probably because the difference in religion, yeah. Well, then we might not be able to do that. We might just straight up take this away from you then. Or we could just give you... No, I'll wait. I'll wait on that. But I did get Casteria back, and this time we're gonna keep the city. Arthur Celtigar takes this guy's on a dragon, which is great. And I lied, we are going to give this to somebody. Miranda Hightower. Isn't that our father's... No. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and marry her. Don't care. So we do have to grant the city holding to somebody, which is fine. So let me pause. We'll grant this to somebody else here. Because it's a city holding. We'll grant it to a noble Westerosi Valyrian. Can I raise you? No, I can't. That's okay. Take our 5,000 guys. They were only there to deal with the raiders. Don't know where they're at. Regroup with the main force there. And I will quickly also invest some cash here to create another hold-in. Will be a castle. We'll spend the 500 on it. And the rest of our military force here should be... regroup in here. We're gonna wait for those 13,000 men, or 3,000 men. Mr. Krabs, a day of sorrow. No, our dog died. We'll get his pelt, just to remember him. Forever and ever. Okay, don't really care about that. Just gonna wait for our last little bit of troops, and then we'll go and take Hightower. Our family needs to stop doing things to each other. Our grandson is knighted. Good for you, Laenor. Shara comes of age. Here we go. We're regrouped. 18,000 men to march on Highgarden. We'll help this war a little bit. Trust in me. We'll keep them trusting. Show her in. Thank you very much. Can invite claimants, petition the king. Inspiration here. Who wants to go to the Reach? No thanks. I'm not going to spend money for you to go there. So we just captured Arkan Tyrell. He's our prisoner. Holy shit, that is Lord Tyrell. Okay, we're gonna back off of Highgarden, because we're losing a lot of men in the siege. We could regroup with the rest of our men, the rest of the forces here. But I think it's better if we do some work here. Lord Eric Tyrell, or Arkan Tyrell, he is the High Lordship, or the High Lord of Highgarden. If we release him, we can force him to switch sides. The Honorable Arthur Targaryen is getting the Tyrells to come back to the right side of this war. So now we are not going to siege out the Tyrells. They joined the war. And we're that much closer to ending these rebels. And I think it's time we march north to the Riverlands. Hopefully we don't suffer any attrition. Saying goodbye. Vaena was a constant companion. Vaena Celtigar has passed on. Who's addicted to milk of the poppy. Ooh, we lost a lot of stress there. That's not good. Can ask our head of faith for some cash, which we're gonna do. It's gonna go straight to the colonies. Need to find you a spouse. She's never been married. She's beautiful and quick. We'll do that. Yep. Mental breakdown. We can convert to the faith of the blessed. We can become athletic. That's a great one. That's a banger. We like that one a lot. Sweet. We got 1,700 cash. Fatal epoxy. Not good. Taking the reins, but Father, Crispin shouts, of course you're gonna ride a dragon, my boy. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna increase some more. Control is really bad. We're gonna come here, increase the county control, and we could go to the colonies here and fix this up. We'll just keep doing what it's doing. Have her go to manage domain so we get some more cash, and we will come here to Valyria. We need 4,300 to upgrade that one. It's a lot of fucking money. We're gonna pay for some blacksmiths. We're gonna come here to Celtigar and construct a new... No, we won't. I lied. One of the 14 will do the mine. Upgrade the lighthouse for some more cash. We'll come here to Oros. Harbors. 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 Another harbor. We burned through so much cash. Scheme has been failed. Emmett Bolin tried hitting on Alary's Celtigar. Brother, I'm gonna stab you. Accusations of witchcraft. We're not gonna kill her. No, we're not. We need a new advisor. We're gonna have you marry... Surely there's a Celtigar somewhere. Edmund. Come here to Alary's. And probably cement some more... You can have extra spouses. No thanks. Lanar does need to be married. So we'll do that. And we'll do a quick check here to see if there's any offshoot houses that have been formed. None, unfortunately. I love seeing offshoot houses formed. And we're going to come back to the war. Where are our men at? Oh, yeah. We're going to try and cut off these black woods. And Goodbrothers, we'll take you on if you stop running. They're all marching south towards Stormlands. We'll see if we can... Oh, we managed to catch some of them off guard. We win that battle. There's a siege at King's Landing. We're not going to let that happen. Magor Celtigar has taken to the skies. We love to see that. Peak of Elegance. Nares has died, and our counselor has died. So we need a new steward. We might need to get a master smith. That might be what we do here. We're going to grab Golden Oplum. And we're going to hire a master smith. We get the decision to do so wherever that's at. $300 gold. Follows the Black Goat, but we need a master smith anyways. There's some interesting religions that I'd like to kind of play with in the future. Like the Black Goats, the Black Toad here in Southeros. There's a little bit more content here in Southeros, so maybe in the future we'll see something there. Catch the Goodbrothers before they can disembark. Doing a lot of defensive here, cleaning up, and that's the end of the war. Now we're getting raided. Permission granted. Amina Celtigar. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Send all the guys home. Somewhere there are some raiders. Raiding the Vale. I'm not worried about that. Can hold court. We'll go ahead and do that. We have a court artifact. It's Mr. Krabs' hide. And unfortunately, this dragon egg has turned to stone. However, I've had a few times where if I give that to like a new kid, it'll hatch, which is very strange. Some people in the comment section say it's never happened, but it's happened to me. We can vassalize Tolos. Go ahead and do that. We're just missing gold on those. Emerald needs a spouse. Go ahead and do prestige gain. He's 14. She's quick. Do you have any inheritables? Beautiful. Lustful. We'll do the Martell girl. Welcome to the family. Kingdom of Tolos. We're close to doing that. We just need cash. Luckily, we're making over 50 a month when it comes to cash. Denny's, you married my granddaughter. Now you're going to be an acclaimed knight of House Celtigar. Thank you for that. And we're not going to imprison any of these people. We're going to pardon them all. And I'm getting a phone call. I'll be back in one moment. Right. Busy guy today, sorry. So first thing first, we're going to pardon a bunch of our family members. Don't care what they did. None of my business. Unless you tried murdering a family member. House Peak wants to negotiate an alliance. Sure. Pardon Reynard Baratheon. Mistress Drunk. Cool. Just get rid of all that. And then we will come to our prisoners and we will ransom a lot of these guys off, which I will skip because you guys probably don't want to see that. Right. So we dealt with that. Accept the ransom there. So I keep seeing the Iron Throne getting Horncross and a lot of playthroughs. I wonder what's going on there. Wonder why that keeps becoming a Targaryen claim. Because obviously there's no Summer Hall yet. They haven't built that, or they might not ever build that. The High Towers are now the Lord Paramounts. The peaks are around. They've got a lot of land. I love seeing the peaks. Peaks. And I think for now, we might call this episode here. We've done a lot of rebuilding. We've conquered Mantarys. We gave it to our grandson, Laenor, who is already doing great things with his wife there. Where's Under Siege? Oh, none of my business. So yeah, so we've expanded greatly there. We could continue going into some of these ruins. There's Demon's Pass. We vassalized Tolos, which was easy. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. Looks like we're gonna stress out unless we can do something to unstress the fuck out. But I think all of Valyria, I think for this one, we ended the Empire of the Dawn with the Danes. They took Dorne, they took the Stepstones, Myr, Lys, Volantis, Pentos, Tyrosh, all of that. And I think the idea of what the Celtigars wanted to do, when I first started this playthrough, I had this grand idea of becoming so wealthy that the Targaryens had to keep us close. And I think if we take Slaver's Bay, if we annex Slaver's Bay, and we just literally recreate Valyria, the Empire of Valyria here, minus Volantis. I don't really care about Volantis. I think not only in a few generations we'll have wealth upon wealth. I mean, we're already making almost 60 gold a month, but that's only going to go up the more we continue to invest in the colonies. And I think that's a pretty great grand idea that I have there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. House Knight Corvys will be next, unless I decide to do a spooky season themed episode. Maybe we'll be a worshiper of the Black Goat or the Black Toad. Maybe I have an idea for an Ironborn playthrough. I don't want to get too in-depth into it, but Dagon Drum, the Necromancer, maybe something to do with that. We'll find out. If you guys have any suggestions or things you guys want to see on the channel, leave them down in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. We're almost at 500 subscribers. It would mean a lot if you guys who enjoy the content could just hit that subscribe button. And when we get to 500, I think it would be really amazing. Yeah, take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.